So I did my tuning yesterday, and I have to do a few more things. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and let y'all see what we got. Okay, so here we go. So basically, we found out my belt wasn't, I think my tensioner is crooked, so I gotta adjust my tensioner on this fucking weak ass CVF pulley system. But it was fucking up my belt, as y'all can see on this side. But I got an extra one, so I wasn't really worried about it. So I took the belt off. I got to adjust this damn tensioner, and then on my fuel system, I gotta do a high pressure regulator instead of that Corvette style one. I'm gonna take that off. Plus, I gotta drop the tank. I'm gonna drop the tank to make sure my fuel is at the right level, because it just seemed like it was acting funny. So I'm gonna put that in. Got some more 3/8 holes. Got the fittings, and then I also got this little breather for my cap. So I'm gonna take, Mike said take that off and put a breather on it. So that's what I got right here. If I can get it open. Let me grab it. I'll cut y'all back on in a minute. Okay. So I got this piece that locks down just like the regular cap. And then the filter goes on top of it. So it'll be like that. So it'll give it some room to breathe. So I can go ahead and take that motherfucker off. Make sure this motherfucker go on there. That bitch go on there like that. Lock down like a regular cap, and then I put my filter on top. So that'll be done. And then I'm gonna take my fuel off. I'm gonna put the regulator here. Hopefully it don't stick up too much. But I'm gonna put my regulator here, and then we'll run the return line back to the tank. And I'm gonna just hook it straight to the return line on the tank, cause since I'm gonna drop the tank anyways. So, shit, stay tuned. And we'll get some more footage and let y'all see how everything go. Explain everything in detail, and we can go from there. But I'm gonna fuck with this tensioner first and see if I can get that shit straightened up like it's supposed to be. So stay tuned. Okay, YouTube, so I'm waiting for a couple more fittings, but in the meantime, between time, I'm about to drop this tank real quick. About to drop this tank and get my take my return line off, because I want to go straight from the regulator to the tank. I don't want no fittings in between. I was gonna have to put a fitting in between at first, but I'm gonna just run it straight. So if I have a leak, I know where it's coming from. It's either gonna be from the back or from here, but hopefully we don't have no leaks. I went ahead and prepped up my regulator, air motive, and I'm gonna put it here. So I'm gonna tie it in here. Let me see. I was gonna put it on the firewall. I might put it on the firewall. I don't know yet, but I was gonna tie it in here and just take my lead over to that one, and then route the bottom one on around to the back, which is gonna be the return. So this one's gonna come out. That one's gonna come out to that connection over there where my sensor is for the PSI on how much pressure is pushing from the 3.5. And then that's gonna read how much pressure I'm pushing up here. So I think I'm gonna do it like this. And I'm gonna just have to shorten my lead up that I had coming from here over this way. So I think I'm gonna do it like that. I'm waiting for a couple more fittings, but I'm about to route this. I'm about to route this 20 foot from up here to back there in the tank. Drop the tank real quick. Make sure my gauge is set like it's supposed to, because it was, I don't know, it was acting funny. I had it set, but I don't know. I've been driving this car a little bit before I sat it down to do the LSA, and that gauge didn't move from half tank. So I don't know if I didn't drive it enough, or if I don't know what the case is, but I'm gonna just make sure that the sending unit is working like it's supposed to before I put everything in. This motherfucker gonna be burning a lot more gas, and I ain't got time to be fooling with the fuel gauge. So that's just a little update. I pushed this out a little bit because they said it might be the tensioner, even though I just went ahead and just had them send me another tensioner. But hopefully once I put that shit back on, because I got the water pump pulley back on, and I just got to put the cover back on, and then I'll put the belt back on once I get the fuel system ran, because I don't want to run it without the fuel system, obviously, because it's going to be squirting gas. But trying to get everything together, squared away. As you can see, I got my little filter on there, so that's done. I got my regulator, and then straightening out this belt, making sure everything aligning right, and I'm done. So here we go. Okay, YouTube, so I got the tank down, and I'm about to check the sending unit. I cut the power to the fuel pump, and I got the hose routed up here. I got another one to run from here to the regulator, so I'll put that shit neat up there once I get done running my last one, because I gotta shorten this one over here. I gotta shorten this one, so I'm gonna keep that one right here. I'm still waiting on my last two fittings. I don't know why I didn't come with the rest of my shit, but I got everything prepped and ready to go. I'm gonna check my sender, because I got a lot of gas in that tank. Damn. It's gonna be hell putting that shit back up in there, because I don't feel like taking the gas out. So fuck, I'd rather just fucking struggle with it than trying to fucking take all the gas out. So but I'll get it back up there. But about to check the sender, make sure it's got what it say is in the tank, and go from there. So stay tuned. I'm getting there. Just slow motion right now. Waiting on them last two pieces to come, and then I'll be moving and grooving. But I'm about to check that. If the fuel tank check out like I know it probably will, then I'll just put the tank back up, and I can put the tank back up, and then I can run the line, my return line there, and then just hook it up front, because all I gotta do is hook it up to the back of the fuel sender. So we'll just go from there, and hopefully I can get that shit back up, and then we'll just be focused up on the front, and that's just finishing running the lines and hooking up the regulator, and then I'll be pretty much done. I'll have to throw that belt back on and see if what I adjusted pan out and the fucking belt start riding on the side of the compressor, and then we can go from there. Okay, YouTube, I'm back. So I finally got this fuel gauge calibrated to where I want it, and this was the problem. So I'm sitting there and I'm calibrating this thing, calibrating it, and I'm trying to figure out why it's not reading. Let's see if I can get on this side. On this side, you see those clips that's holding the float? They wasn't hooked up, so I guess they popped out somehow. So I kept testing this thing, kept testing it, trying to figure out why it kept failing. Damn. So I kept trying to figure out why this thing kept failing, and it's because them pins was off of the float. So I got it now, and everything is accurate, so I can put this thing back together and put this shit back up. So finally got that, so everything working like it's supposed to, because nigga ain't trying to run out of gas with this damn supercharger. So I'm about to put this tank back up and put my hose to the return line, and then I'll be good back here once I get the tank back up, if I can get it back up. Stay tuned, y'all. All right, YouTube, I'm finished up under the bottom. As you can see, I got the tank back up out of there, and took the Corvette style fuel pump off, and then the return line I had going from this to the return side on the sending unit. So I'm doing away with this. If anybody need this, ain't nothing wrong with it, holla at me. But other than that, the back end is done. I just gotta pretty much zip tie, finish pulling and running my shit along the fuel rail, zip tying everything, and then it's already up front. So I just, when my fittings come, they probably ain't gonna come till probably about 9 o'clock. So more than likely I'll end up finishing up the rest tomorrow, and shit, then we'll be ready to crank this motherfucker back up. Hopefully that belt aligned like it's supposed to, but I'm still waiting on the brand new tensioner, so I might just wait for that instead of trying it again, putting it all back together and trying it again. I might just wait for that, but just stay tuned. I'll probably resume the rest of this video in the morning then. Shit. Yes, sir. Just stay tuned. Okay, YouTube, so I'm back. So got my fuel regulator on the firewall. I'm tightening up the return hose. Then I got this hose going to that hose. And then this 45 going to this 45, because my regulator wouldn't fit there. I wish it would have fit there because it would have set up there real nice, but I end up having to put it on the firewall. So that's what I'm dealing with now. Tighten this shit up, or make the line for this and make the lines, shorten the line for the one back there, and then put my belt on, and then we can see what's going on. Because everything else in the back is done. Fuel gauge is reading. If y'all hadn't got the memo, I had to do the custom option on the Dakota Digital. So I went ahead and did that, but man, we moving and grooving. Almost there. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Okay, so I got the system ran, fuel and all of that, getting the fuel pressure. This belt is still riding on this fucking edge. I don't know why. They say it's probably the tensioner, but as you can see, it fucked my green belt up. I don't know why the fuck that shit is. Something is fucking out of line, man. But that's the last little dilemma I'm fucking dealing with. But it's riding on this edge, so that means, that almost means the fucking tensioner need to go back. But I don't know if it's this. But I did order they sent me another tensioner. It should be here by the end of the week. But fuck, I don't fucking know. It kind of seemed like it's riding on the back of this. Come on now, dog. Come on, man. Oh, man, this fucking CVS shit, man. So I don't know. Everything else seemed like it's where it needs to be. But the last little thing I gotta do is I gotta get my boost reference vacuum, come over here, and I chimed it off, so I gotta go get a piece of vacuum line so I can fucking three-way this shit. Put that up, put that there, elbow that up, and then come around and go over there to the boost reference on the fucking regulator. But man, I don't know why. What the fuck is wrong with this belt? But I'm gonna figure it out, man. This shit is some bullshit. It's shit that I shouldn't be having to fucking go through. But man, as you can see, we keep the green ones on deck, so I ain't really worried about it, because they warranty this shit out. So I just send this back and they'll send me another one. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm just worried about why the fuck this shit is doing this, but I'll figure it out. But other than that, man, I'm pretty much done with the fuel system. Put the regulator in. To get my cover on, I gotta figure out something different with these. I think I might have to get a longer hose and route it more down to get my cover on. But and we'll figure
Big dog status, Bill Hubble. I bought Lennox Mall for my brothers. Sold yard bag, told the cutter. I got it out the field, fuck Russell. Go and ask Lori about the paddock, and go and ask Joy and ask Dad. For leak water, trying to drown a bitch. Just a habit tricking on a bitch. Shit, I'm thinking I could been a pimp.